Alright, welcome back to Pac-Manufactured, a series all about Pac-Man clones. In this episode we're taking a look at Spekku-Man, developed by Grongy, Art Top and AER for the ZX Spectrum as a part of the Cafe Party 2022 Computer Art Festival. So this is a brand new Pac-Man clone for the ZX Spectrum, and it's pretty good, I've got to say. Full screen, you can see the whole map without it having to scroll, which is nice. And all the features are there. We've got 4 ghosts, AI is pretty good, nice and aggressive. We have the power pills, which obviously allow you to eat the ghosts. We have the fruit pickups. Yeah, it's all very feature rich, it's got to be said. I'm quite impressed at how much they've implemented here. It's very impressive. A couple of gripes with it, to be honest with you. They're kind of minor, but they did stick out. The controls are a bit funny, and what I mean by that is that they function, but not in the way I'd expect from, traditional Pac-Man. So if you're holding, a direction as you're moving down a corridor, so say you were moving down a horizontal corridor and you were holding up. As soon as you got to a junction, you would move up. Now, in this, that doesn't seem to happen. You're only really allowed to move down a different junction if you press the direction as you approach it. Otherwise, you will just continue in any direction. You can't just hold the directions and expect to move in that direction as you hit the junctions like you would in a traditional Pac-Man game. You really need to be hitting the direction keys as you approach the junctions to be able to do that. It's a minor thing, and you do get used to it, but it is something I noticed, and it isn't very, in keeping with traditional Pac-Man. The other thing is to do with the power pills. There was a couple of times where I was being approached by a ghost, I just got to the power pill just before it was going to get me, and I ate the power pill, but I still got killed by the ghost. Now, for whatever reason, the collision there is just not quite happening as and when you collect those pills. You need a lot more space prior to the ghost to be arriving for the power up mode to work. Yeah, if the ghost is too close to the power pill, you can still eat it, but they will still eat you, which is a bit of a shame. That's a bit of a bug, I would say there, which does mean that when you get into tight situations like that, where you're just about to get to the power pill before the ghost, it will favour the ghost instead of you, which is a bit of a strange thing. But otherwise, I really enjoyed this. I think it's a very, very good take on Pac-Man working on the ZX Spectrum. The colour clash was extremely low. I'd never really noticed it, to be honest with you, until sprites were right on top of each other, which very rarely happens, to be honest. Other than that, the colour separation is really well done. I love that you can see the whole map on one screen without having to scroll, so you can play it strategically like a normal Pac-Man game, and it's completely fully featured. So yeah, I think this is a really good little Pac-Man clone. Just let down ever so slightly by a couple of gripes there. The power pill issue not really activating when the ghost is too close to you, and the controls just being different. You do need to be pressing the directions as you hit the junctions instead of just holding them on the corridors like you would normally in a traditional Pac-Man game. But yeah, it's good stuff otherwise. I think this is a really solid little ZX Spectrum Pac-Man clone, well worth checking out. And yeah, I think it gets my seal of approval.